Hello and welcome back to the channel. In the last episode, we managed to get all of the equipment upgrades needed to take on Sins of the Father. In this episode, I'm going to be doing some regular Slayer, to try to fish for a vampire task, although first we have to unlock one. I'm kind of hoping we don't get one right away, so we can get the combat stats up a little bit higher to make the quest a bit easier, because this, I can make it work, but it's going to be a really tough fight. So let's see how fast we get a vampire task and if I have to kind of push to get the quest completed. Enough talking, let's jump into it. I just realized my first test is Anku, and that actually does better with a salve amulet than a black mask. So our first test, we can't even use the black mask. Or we can, but it's just not better. So, oh well. What would an Iron Man progress video be without a bit of a detour in the beginning of the video? I want to get the Morty diary done so we can get the Bone Crusher, which will help in the catacombs. I mean, it's nice herblore experience too, so there's nothing wrong with that. We can do everything. Obviously, the Terror Dog I should have done when I did that quest, so we'll have to make our way back through it. But we have all the requirements that we need, so let's jump into it. There's all the easy diary tasks complete. Killing the Terror Dog was the last for all the medium tasks. And here is the last of all the hard tasks. I'm going to put the rewards for the Morty Diary up on screen. There are some really good rewards from this. The Bone Crusher, of course, is amazing for burying your bones, which is great in the catacombs. Robin offering the free buckets of slime and bone meal is great for charging the Bone Crusher. The Double Mortmire Fungus is great for getting energy potions on an Iron Man. The 50% more prayer experience from burning shade remains will be useful later. Shortcut is great. 50% more runes is going to be amazing once we start doing burrows. And then the extra Slayer experience in the Slayer Tower is going to be good once we start doing Slayer Tower Necreals. Another really big thing is the legs themselves, because they offer us a way to get to Berg de Rot, which right now, our best way to get to Berg de Rot was using up the Morton teleports, which are hard to come by. So this is a big one. Well, we get our first block. This is the Hellhound task. I'm going to unblock it once I get to 91, but for now we have no reason to do Hellhounds. So that's an easy block for me. I know they drop hard clues, but they drop nothing else. Let's see what we get next, and another block. Yeah, I'm not doing Sukas. Okay, what else do you have for me here? Okay, I can do Cal fights. That's a good one. There's 59 Slayer. Same task. Here's 83 Strength. Oh, snap. You got a shield left half. Thank you, Ring of Wealth. Now I could do the Artie Hard Diary once I get 65 rune crafting. Dang, this is a really profitable task. Look at all the seeds I got. This is going to be great. I need to get a seed box because it's fine here, but it'll be bad other places. Well, that didn't take very long to use up all 3 of my blocks. Yeah, no way I'm doing 54 Steel Dragons, or any Steel Dragons, until way later in the account. Just have enough points for 1 skip. What do you got for me? Alright, another easy one. This is the first superior on the account, and this is the first time I've ever seen a cave horror superior. They look really cool. Let's see if it drops anything. Nope. That's cool. Hey, there's 60 Slayer. Now I can do Aberrant Specters, which I actually kind of want to do on an Iron. Well, here's the end of the task. I desperately need to bring my gem bag, but I also really need the seed box. Like, that would have freed up so much inventory space. After I hit my goals, I'm going to get that. Well, this happened a lot faster than I was expecting. I guess it's time to go do Taste of Hope and Sins of the Father. Let's hope I can do it with these stats. Before I head off to the quest, I have 2 caskets to open. We can see if we get any God D'hide from these. Nothing. And nothing, but we got an extra D'hide body. That's okay. Whoa, look at this abomination freaking out. I love seeing stuff like this. It's so janky. Here's the inventory I'm going in with. Let's see if this is enough. Well, that was easy. And that's Taste of Hope complete. This doesn't really give us a whole lot, but it does give us some extra experience we could put into herblore, and then of course we have the medallion, which is going to give us access to the Theater of Blood teleport. Actually, one of the big things about this teleport is getting to the best spot for Mortmire Fungus. I have a tile marked out here. So this lets you bloom on 4 different logs at the same time. So this right here would be 6, but you can go here and then use the Artie Cloak to be able to go recharge your prayer and then tally right back. Here's the inventory I'm going in for the Sins of the Father boss. I have my range switch for the mutated blood veld, and I'm going to put this on long range just so we can have some breathing room, and let's hope this is enough. Oh, well, alright, you're supposed to go back and forth. I forgot about that. Well, he's not going to do that again. He's going to do something different. Ooh, these are some big hits. Wow. I'm just slapping this fool. There we go. Oh man, I totally forgot. I should change it to GPU. Let's see if I can do this mid-fight. Nice, got away with it. I need to start dancing back and forth just in case he does another darkness attack. There we go, avoid one. Alright, time for phase 2. We can take off our protection prayers because it doesn't matter here. Here we go. So far, so good. Big hit, big hit. Yes! Let's go. One try. That's Sins of the Father completed. Man, that went way, way better than I expected. I didn't even use up all my food either. I made one mistake in the early part of the fight too. Alright, let's redeem these tomes here. And put them in Herblore, of course, because we're not 77 yet. Your 63 Herblore. Super Restore Potions, we can use our Snapdragons now. There we go. Man, almost 64 Herblore from that. That is so good. Alright, well, now what do I do? I'll finish up my vampire task, banking all the dust for Hallowed Sepulchre. Okay, there's 61 Slayer. Here's a decent Hunter milestone, 75 Hunter. This lets us... Oh, I thought I needed 75 Hunter for magic birdhouses. Either way, I'm not going to use magic. I'm going to use you. Needed to get some editing done, so there's 82 woodcutting. Okay, I'm going to head off to the Sepulchre in just a little bit. We have 119 Bank Vampire Dust, which should work for quite a while. And I need to make some teak planks and some addy nails for the construction events. We have over 20,000 teak logs so far. I just need to spend some GP and get them converted to planks. And then also I have a hard and an easy casket to open, and I'm going to try to do this elite before I start on making planks. This elite clue wants me to get a farmer straw hat, which was eventually going to be my plan anyway. It was part of my strategy of getting 99 construction, using the spirit tree in the Farmers Guild and also the spirit tree in my house to go back and forth between my house and a bank to be able to make planks with the butler. However, because I'm getting this step now, and I wanted to do Sepulchre with planks, I think I'm going to do a little half and half and make about 1,000 planks or so, do a bunch of Sepulchre until I'm satisfied, and then grind out Tithe Farm to get the straw hat and all the other rewards, which will get my farming level up, etc., etc. So I'm going to put this one on hold for now, make about 1,000 or so planks, and then the nails needed as well, and then go off to Sepulchre. To stop the butler from going to this spot right here, which he doesn't talk to you, I can build a little reed here, and now he'll always spawn here or here or here, and talk to you immediately. Just a small efficiency. Well, I got a little carried away with how many of these I was doing. There's 76 magics just from teleporting. I think it was like 50% of a level. Let me turn off these screen markers. And we have over 9,000, 9333 teak planks from doing all this. 3.6 mil left. And this many planks, I'm just going to put 9,000 into Mahogany Homes. That gets us to 83 construction, which is really, really good. That'll let us boost to make the pool. We can make the spirit tree. We can do the fairy ring. But obviously we have to do Mahogany Homes first. Well, let's go to Sepulchre. Made it to the Sepulchre. I'm in GPU mode, and I have my inventory set up here. This cures poison. This is to deal with the magic traps. This is the crossbow traps. I have my mithril grapple on. And dust and teak planks. We should be able to do all the different obstacles to get the chest. Oh, actually, one more thing I need is a lockpick. Let's add the lockpick there. And let's go get some rewards and some agility experience. Wow, I got the mysterious page on my first try, so now I don't have to open up that first chest anymore. That's amazing. Got my next page drop on floor 3.
Wow, that took almost no time at all to get all 3 mysterious pages for the floors that I can get. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is good money too. Like I get nice alks, pure GP. Okay, here it is. Like a full 5 second, and then the Hollowed Grapple makes it so you never fail, and I think it's faster too. There's 72 fletching, and that's the last level we're gonna get with all the broad arrows we have. Holy shit, I have failed this 5 times now. I need to, I'm not doing any more grapple challenges until I get the Hollowed Grapple, because this is ridiculous. Don't be 6, don't be 6. Oh my gosh. I've spent too much time here. It's really killing my experience rates. I'm at 44k, so it's still respectable, but, and that's with looting a lot of the chests. If I stopped the grapples, I would get a lot of experience per hour. 74 agility. I've decided to buy one of the hollowed items that isn't the ring. Normally the ring is the first thing I go for, but I haven't really been failing lots of traps. I can only make it to floor 3 with my current agility level. So I'm going to buy the Hollowed Focus so I stop failing the enchant on floor 3, which probably happens about 50% of the time. And this will speed it up and make sure I'd never fail it. And I think I'll also be buying this symbol next, or maybe the grapple. I'll buy the grapple next so that way I can get extra tokens. It'll just speed up the pull process a little bit faster. Oh, look at that. We got our first strange old lockpick. That's actually really good. I think it increases your chances of picking the traps here, but also it works great for Barrows for skipping the puzzle. I think you can skip right to the treasure room. Time to make my second purchase. I'm going to buy the Hollowed Grapple so we can speed up how fast we get Marks of Grace. There's 75 agility. I didn't get the pop-up because I did it on the next floor. Well, whatever. That's fine. I'm going to start interspersing my birdhouse runs because I can teleport back here. So they're pretty easy to do in the meantime. But it will affect my rates, which is just about 52k right now. It's pretty good. Plus I'm getting marks almost twice as fast with the crossbow. My next purchase is going to be the Hollowed Symbol. This will preserve some of the vampire dust so we don't go through it as fast. Alright, second to last item we're going to pick up is the Hollowed Hammer. We're going to buy this, and this is going to allow us to use our planks to get some construction experience. I'm not going to pick the chest because it's only floor 1, but it'll be useful when we get to floor 4 and 5. Repairing bridges got me to 62 construction. Keep it on the grind, there's 76 agility. There's a big milestone coming in with 80 farming. It's time to buy the last piece of equipment from Hallowed Sepulchre. We can now buy the ring. This hasn't been terribly useful, or at least it won't be terribly useful until we get to floor 4. But now it's time to just save up marks until we have, let's see, how much is the die? 300. So we'll die each piece as we get it, I think. Maybe we'll just save up and do the whole set. I'll see how I feel. I'm really just digging playing this Sepulchre. 64 herb lore, just cleaning herbs, doing herb runs. There's 77 agility, keeping up a plus 50k rate. This is my last vampire dust, and I'm at 77.5 agility. I'm gonna stop and go kill some vampires. I'm gonna kill the feral vampires because they're a lot quicker and easier to bank. Maybe save up about 100 or so because it's actually decent prayer experience. It's 200 prayer experience per dust, and it's also really good loot. Of course, I'm to mess that up right there. There we go, 78 agility. Got a big milestone for the Iron Man account here. This is 50 million total experience. And I just wanted to record a full run here, although this one has been already started by another user. And I wanted to talk about a little bit of the things I want to do. Now that I've gotten into the Hallowed Sepulchre, I'm just really enjoying the content. I know it only gets better as I get higher agility levels with 82 and then again at 92. I wanted to touch on some of the things that I need to do as far as like preparation for the next floors and kind of my reasoning behind some of the chests that I'm going to be looting. So if you don't already know, there is a loot table for all the different floors with a low, a mid, and a high tier reward roll for each coffin. Floor 1 and floor 2 can be pretty much disregarded as far as the loot and like the effort and the time spent actually looting the chest. Floor 3 is when you start getting a little bit more respectable with a 65% chance at a mid roll and a 20% chance at a high roll. But floor 4 and 5 are really where it starts to up the ante with a 60 and 40 and a 20 and 80% on floor 5. Just to show you the value of some of the tiers, a low tier roll is just like a 1k roll. offers really basic runes, myth bolts, 2-dose prayer potions. You don't want this roll. So floor 4 and 5 are exactly what you want to be looting. You really just kind of ignore floor 3 at that point. Mid-tier roll, pretty good. You get your Cosmic Death and Nature runes, some Addy bolts, which you can use for your enchanted ruby and diamonds later on. 4-dose prayer potions, Grimy Ranars, and about 10k in GP. The high tier is where it's at. This is where you're going to get your almost 40k alks, laws, blood, souls, rune bolts, Sandfuse, which is like the only way to get them on an Iron Man. Then you have Ranar seeds and almost a 20k coin drop. Floor 4, there are 2 chests on floor 4. One of them is either a construction or a magic obstacle, and then the other is always a prayer obstacle. This requires vampire dust, so I'm going to need to get a lot of vampire dust because that's one I don't want to skip, and it's every single run. I anticipate it'll probably take around 500 runs to get from 82 to 92 agility, so I'm going to save up about 500 or so vampire dust after I get 82 agility before I start delving in. Once I get access to floor 5, I am no longer going to be checking that chest. I am only going to be doing the mid floor 4 coffins, which is a construction or a magic, just because they're really quick and it doesn't take much to do. I've decided I wanted to end this video once I get 82 agility, and until then I'm just going to keep plugging away and getting some vampire dust if I do end up running out. $79 agility. There's 63 construction. Keeping up on the seaweed runs, here's 81 farming. 80 agility, and that makes 1750 total level. As you can tell, I decided to go to the full 1800 marks required to get full black graceful. So we'll buy all 6 dyes that we need and dye all these pieces here. New collection item, of course. Yes, I would like to permanently dye this item. Oh yeah, that's looking sweet. I love the look of the black graceful. There's my first level doing an obstacle. That's 81 agility, 1 to go. There's 76 hunter. I cannot believe this luck. That is back to back to back lockpicks. Yeah, back to back to back. How crazy is that? I mean, it's a 1 in 60 chance from here, so I mean, there's worse odds, but that's awesome. That's gonna come in handy for Barrow's runs. Well, it's that time. I'm out of vampire dust, and we are not quite 82, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to get the 500 plus vampire dust that I said I was gonna get, and just go get it all at once. Collecting dust, we got 78 hit points and 84 strength. Another farming level with 82 farming. I have 412 clears of floor 3 to get me from 73 to almost 82 agility. I know you get more experience. I'm sure there's a calculator to get me to 92, but I figured this is enough. If it's not enough, that's okay. But in the meantime, I was killing feral vampires. We got a lot of medium clues. I have 9 saved up, plus we have an easy and a hard. I'll open these right now. We'll start with the easy, and I'm going to turn off the music so we don't get spammed with that. I'm actually going to do the hard next, which is, okay, another chaps, that's actually good. And then the mediums, okay, pest control teleports, nothing new, nothing new. Oh, a master. Well, that's our first master. I don't think I can do it, but it's there. Ancient page 4, new. And then last 2, another amulet of power and some firelighters. Okay, nothing really exciting except for maybe a master that we almost definitely cannot do. Yeah, Fallow the Bard. I don't think the only thing I have that I could probably give him is a Mark of Grace. Watch it be an Infernal Axe or an Armadillo Helmet and just immediately have to drop this master. Anyway, I'll get back into doing some Hallowed Sepulchre. I just think 82 agility would be a good place to end it, especially with everything. We've gotten some extra nails and vampire dust. This should get us, I don't know. I have no idea how long this will last, but I'm doing my birdhouse runs in between and farming runs when I can just to try to stay efficient. And yeah, I'm excited to try out floor 4, see what the increase in loot is going to be. I'll take a snapshot of the loot at 82, and then I'm not going to reset the counter, but we'll just see how it progresses as I build up to 92. 64 construction. Here we go. Right before finishing the last lap, we get 82 agility. And this is, let's see the KC, that's 424 laps. And now, move on to the next stage of our journey, which is floor 4. I want to do a little bit of prep work before I go in. There's a lot of downtime running between obstacles, so I want to do some zero time stuff. I'm going to do a lot of world hopping and buy some arrow shafts and feathers, so I can prepare myself for getting like 99 fletching. And yeah, I'll do that next episode, starting next episode. Before we end it, let's look at the loot here. So here is the loot from 73 to 82 agility. I got 12.1 million GE value, almost 1 mil of raw GP, and then lots of alks here. I mean, that's another almost 2 mil. Actually, yeah, about 2 mil in alks between all the items. I'm also looking at all these rune bolts. That's going to be great for slaying later. 24 Ranar seeds too. Okay, anyway, here's a little snapshot of it. I'll take another one, of course, when I hit 92. I actually I want to continue on this grind. I don't have any plans of stopping the agility grind here, but that'll come next episode. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one.